Hey, what's up guys? Justin with California Grenadiers again. Sorry I haven't made a video in a while. I've been focusing on some family time, getting out and actually wheeling and doing some camping and stuff, but I've got a few videos coming to kind of talk about some of the recent upgrades we made that we were able to enjoy outdoors, out on the trails and camping. But today's video is a nice little introduction to a cool product that's recently come out. This is from DVA Mechanics. This is the side rail sets for the L-track that comes on the side of the Grenadiers. Sorry, I have it on auto tracking. But this is a full set, and it can either replace the factory equipment, or if you option the vehicle without the L-track on the outside, you can purchase this. If I'm not mistaken, originally when I ordered the car, it was far before it was even close to being released. I don't know, maybe 5-6 years ago or something now. But I was trying to build it out as inexpensively as possible, removing all the little knickknacks and doodads that I didn't think I really necessarily needed, that I could probably source in the aftermarket, knowing that aftermarket companies would easily support this kind of stuff. So if I'm not mistaken, during pre-order, the L-track outside as a full kit was $800. I found that kind of hard to stomach, although it is, the factory stuff is nice. It was hard to stomach $800 for some aluminum L-track, and I researched it, and I was able to source some of my own through Van Essentials, and I just cut it to size, drilled some holes, bought some stainless steel hardware, and made it work, and that worked well for a while. I also had to countersink it. I don't have a bunch of really awesome tools like that in depth, but I was able to make it work, and it worked, and it's held up for about 2 years now, which isn't bad. I think I spent maybe $120 altogether with the hardware and all of the L-track for under the rear windows, the long pieces that are in the doors, and the small pieces that are at the bottom of the doors. So it's relatively affordable, but as you can see here, I'll kind of show you an example. It's green and faded and kind of bronze-ish. That's pretty typical of parts that are anodized with different batches or cheap anodizing. The quality of the metal is fine, but I think the anodization, I think these were more intended for interior pieces, but used them exterior, and the anodization fading didn't bother me that much, because it looked like DIY, kind of rugged looking, but being OCD like I am, I wanted to stay black. And the other thing you can kind of see here, so the sizes that I could buy, without buying excessively large sizes, they didn't fit exactly. And the holes, I think Ineos did it on purpose, where they made the holes, the offset kind of off, like random, not the typical like 4-inch spacing that most L-track comes as. So that was kind of annoying. I think it's 4 inches. But this spacing from this one to this one to this one is the common spacing. So what I had to do was buy a shorter length, cut it, and then drill out holes and countersink them so that I could get the flatheads in there and to sit nicely. When the screws were in there, it looked fine, but looks kind of janky, as you can tell. And then on the edge, I had to cut it. Did an okay job, couldn't really tell. I'm probably the only one that could really notice, unless you walked up to the car and you're kind of OCD like me. But it didn't really fill in all the way, so that was kind of annoying. I mean, it worked. I didn't really use it on the doors, so that was okay. But under the windows, I use it for sure. But it would be nice aesthetically, you know, if it filled in all the way or the holes lined up better, you know. But I think Ineos did that on purpose so that they can make proprietary stuff. But I knew somebody was going to eventually solve that problem and make their own. So along came DV8. As you guys know, they kind of came out with the side window like utility strap kind of thing, so you can attach things. A very simple mechanism, clean, lightweight, not obnoxious or anything or obtrusive, just straps that you mount to the grab rails and then down to the L track. Nice little solution, lightweight. I was able to add my rotopacks on there, so that was nice. And then they also make some other things like for the high lift jack mount, accessory mounts for the ladder, that kind of stuff. They make some roof rails that are kind of low profile if you don't need to mount a bunch of stuff or heavy stuff, just some accessories. Nice little, cool little unique mounting options. And you know what's really cool about them is that they're very open to feedback and they always want to improve their product. So that's been fun working with them and them making some really cool stuff. So finally they decided to make L-track stuff, like proprietary L-track stuff for the Grenadier. I haven't opened it yet, so and it sounds like it's comparable, if not better, than the factory stuff. So I use these small little, I think they're like 2-inch maybe pieces, because that's all they had. And then this is the DVA Mechanics piece. I think it's closer to size in the to the factory piece. Let me grab this really quick. See, yeah. So this piece, this is the plastic shroud that goes on the door, and this piece goes on it. It's like pretty much the same size. So I think that's what the factory piece is like. But this is really cool because the holes line up, it's rounded, you know, it has really good anodization on it, you know. If they're using the same metal quality, which it feels like for the aluminum, and the anodization process, then this is gonna hold up to the test of time. It won't fade. So that's kind of really what I'm excited about aesthetically, you know. So this is the full kit. I think this full kit is $500 if I'm not mistaken, which is $300 cheaper than factory. You know, anything you can get out of that loan. You know, I had to get a loan for mine. I'm not rich by any means. So anything you can get out of that loan makes it more affordable. So it comes with these other pieces. These are the long pieces, and this is great. So really good quality again. All the holes line up, countersunk perfectly, and it's square stock. I used round stock. I honestly don't know why I didn't choose the square. I think I was worried that it wasn't going to fit. I was one of the first to kind of do that. And it kind of angles out a little bit, so it sits in there nice and evenly with the shroud. So that's cool. It's a nice black, you know, shouldn't fade. So that's going to be really nice. And then it comes with the shorter pieces that are for the doors with all the holes lining up. I mean, I can just tell because the holes are like offset, kind of uneven. So that's really nice. You know, if you compare it to this piece here, it's like what? Let's find the shorter one. This kind of gives you an idea. That's how the holes would line up. See, I don't have to drill any holes, and I'm not going to have extra holes showing because I had to drill other holes to make this fit. And it's longer. I mean, you can see the green. Look at how green that is. That's what it faded to after. I mean, it already did that within a couple of months, but it's been that color this whole time. But it's a little bit annoying. This is a nice black, kind of like a slight texture to it, so that's kind of nice. It's going to sit flush and it's flat. So here, let's take a look here. Stick this in here. This is that shroud. See that? It just sits in there perfect, edge to edge, really nicely. Holes line up and everything. So the rest of the product is designed to basically mimic the factory pieces, arguably better, stronger. It feels heavier, has a slight texture on it. Both get the job done, you know, but this is like $300 cheaper for the full kit. And I think that's going to be a nice little aesthetic upgrade, plus a little bit more peace of mind. I mean, it's L-Track. L-Track's pretty freaking strong, but a little more peace of mind knowing that this stuff isn't going to fade. It's squared, it's sitting in there a little bit nicer. You know, nothing against the Van Essentials stuff. It solved the problem for the meantime. But I had to do a lot of work to make this work. Not a lot of work, but, you know, more than I would want to. This, I can just buy it, stick it in. So I'm going to install it. I mean, it's a pretty straightforward install process. I don't think you guys need a video for that. I think it's a number 4 metric Allen head. They even provide replacement hardware, which is awesome. It's black. The stuff that I could find at the hardware store only was in stainless steel or just plain black steel, and I knew that that would rust. So this is like coated and stuff, so this shouldn't rust. And other than that, I mean, it's a really easy process. But if you guys want to see it installed, I'll make another video just kind of doing a little walk around of it. And I'll get you guys some more videos of hopefully the Overland King's new awning, which they made some changes to, as well as the new Overland King's Alu Gen 2 that we put up on the roof rack. Finally, I guess officially I'm an Overlander. I have a rooftop tent. I've never had a rooftop tent before, but let me say it is a game changer. So we'll do a few more reviews in the weeks to come. But if you guys have a chance, check out DVA Mechanics if you haven't checked them out already. They make a lot of cool stuff. They provide some instructions as well. They got a nice website, nice Instagram page, active on, you know, Facebook, the forums and things like that. Just really supportive of the Grenadier community. So if you have a chance, go check them out, and let me know what you guys think of this product. Thanks for watching, guys.